Hi there, I'm Reese. Welcome back. Today we're trying a new show, which is Ginny in Georgia, because it's everywhere on my TikTok right now. And before I get too many spoilers that makes it not fun to watch, I thought I could give it a try. And since I was looking for shows that we could do here together, I thought maybe we could look at it together. So yeah, um, full disclosure, I don't know anything about that show much. I think there's something about like a young mom and her child. No idea if that's the case or not, so we'll see. All I really know is that Sarah Waisgas, you may not say her last name right, but her, Sarah, I think she plays Maxine from the few things I've seen on TikTok um, in the show, and I love her. I've had a huge crush on her ever since Degrassi, so I don't mind any shows or movies that she's in. But yeah, I really don't know anything about it, so I guess we'll just get started and we'll see how interesting it is or not. So grab your snacks, grab your drinks, and we'll get started. Today I have some iced tea because it's hot. Forget about this screen that's going to be up. So little iced tea. And yeah, let's get right in. You're starting with a funeral? Like with a what? Okay. But also, so she's Ginny, I think she just said, like that's her nickname. But was it the voice of her mom in her head that's like really southern? Because there was a bigger accent there. Anyways, yeah. Um, things are about to get intense when they start like right away. They just gave you about a minute or so to get to know the character that already stuff's happening. Like there's already someone that's passed away. Okay. Um, I think that might be entertaining. Okay, so many questions. Um, So at first, from my understanding that I was like a young mother, I thought it was going to be Gilmore Girls-ish, but it seems to be more like the mother is still the child and the teenager is trying to live her teenage years while being the parent kind of thing. So I guess we'll see if it stays that way the whole time. But that's what I'm getting so far, which is unfair. Also, how old is she? Because I thought she was going to be like 14 or 15, but if she's driving, what's the driving age in the US? Does it change per state or is it the same throughout? Because I would have expected at least 16. No? And that whole little jab, I guess, in a way of like you can get pregnant because like it would be a weird kid's name. So basically, both of her kids are named after where they were conceived or born. I know it's a thing people do, it just feels weird to me. Like I would go with something for the kid, not just for the haha.
It's a far cry from the walk up in Houston
That's
and the apartment in New
pretty.
Orleans.
Okay, intense cut. That came out of the blue. It's gonna be dark to some extent. Okay, I was expecting something fluff with a bit of like school town bullying. Was that supposed to be her in the past? Or is that someone else? I'm basically just asking a bunch of questions as I go, but I know I'll get the answer from the show, but yeah, I don't know. She looks really cute in that outfit with the little, well, not headband, but yeah, it's cute. Looks good on her. But yeah, is that supposed to be her? I guess we'll know. It was a different name, but then again, people can change their names, so that's a possibility. Okay, I'm already kind of hooked. That's a good start. Okay. Okay, sure. Okay, sure. Listen, this is two faults for me. Um, Good on her to be like, wait a second, you think I won't do well enough here, so I'll show you I can, and actually I'll show you how more I know than you about the world in a way. But at the same time, he already doesn't want you in the class, and now you're just making him feel even more uncomfortable with you in a way. I don't think because of your skin, just because they're gonna label you as trouble or whatever for speaking out because you're not supposed to speak up. But either way, good on her to at least know what she's talking about and proving fairly quickly that, like, listen, you don't know me, don't judge me, and that's that. Because, yes, obviously, it's a new school for her. She just moved in, so it's quite possible she wouldn't have done the reading over the summer because she didn't know about it because she just started. Usually, in most cases, she would have had been enrolled before she even got to the town, I guess, because usually, like, you'll make sure that your kids have a school they can attend before you actually just move out of the blue kind of thing, I would hope. So normally the school would have informed of these are like the summer readings or anything for the classes that she's taken. So she would still have had gotten the chance to read it. FYI. But yeah, no. Um, I guess good on her for standing, but for herself, but there's a way to do it, and I think that was a bit too aggressive. And definitely a way to make your first impression to everybody in the class. At least there's that. That part is done. But also, that's really just me. If someone tells you their preferred name or nickname, be a peach about it and take it into consideration. If there are reasons why you don't, okay, fine. But like, if someone tells you this is my name, to some extent, accept that. Like, we had that in high school, and that was really nice. Some people went by their second name, like middle names. Some people went by initials only. Some were just going with a derivative of their names and so on. So even if on the papers it wasn't written that, they would just say like, "Oh, I prefer being called this way." And we would call them that. Because why would you go against the person the whole time? She told you like two or three times at that point. But anyways, I don't like people like she's like right away, right in it. Oh yay. 'Cause I love her. So exciting. And so different from her role in Degrassi. Let's not talk about that. But yeah. Not a fan of the pink neon, but other than that, she looks great. And I like the let's be friends right away kind of vibe. That's always nice.
My stupid idiot twin, he's probably gonna end up the exact same way, right? Because he just
Is
bought a
she on
motorcycle,
speed?
which
Like
is
what's
even more
going on?
pathetic than it sounds because our birthday is not even until December.
Is she on something? I mean, great acting, but I wasn't expecting her to be that way. Because I'm guessing whatever I'm seeing on my TikTok is from the last season, which I think is season 3 that came out recently, I think. So, yeah, but oh my God, that was so much at once. I couldn't handle someone like that. I'd be like, okay, thank you. Goodbye. That's too much. Is she on something, or is she just trying too hard, or is she like, I don't know. I don't even know. I don't know. I like the way it's constructed so far, the way that like it goes back and forth. Um, the way you go back and forth, I don't appreciate. It's too seamless, which gives me a pause to realize that we're no longer in the present and we've moved on to the past. But I like the fact that they kind of pinpoint elements in the present that then get mentioned. Like right now, he's talking about Kerouac, which is one of the books that was in Ginny's room that Georgia looked at for a moment. So I think that's why we kind of went back to there because it's in her mind because of that. So it's a memory of hers. So I like that part. I like the interconnectedness in a way, like the puzzle pieces come together. I think it's well done. I don't know if like most of it is gonna be back and forth, or if we're gonna know enough about Georgia's story quick enough to know who she is. Well, who she is, what happened to her, and all of that. Okay, there's so many things happening. I don't even know what to think yet. Like, I'm very entertained. I can say that much. There's so much going on. Like, I don't see the time pass, but at the same time, I know it's been a while, kind of thing. But I feel like there's always more. So, yay! Because we still got about 25 minutes to go, because I think it's like an hour. Why would you think it'd be fun to just like borrow? Because I don't think she planned on stealing it at any point, but like borrow the guy's bike to just do a little ride on it and then bring it back, and then him being like, "Oh, that wasn't cool," and you kiss him? Girl, what's up with that? But yeah, I'm not sure what happened right there. And who was the girl in the car? Is that supposed to be his girlfriend? Does he have a girlfriend? I don't know. Or is that just a friend? I'm so confused. So many questions. Let's keep watching because I really. Okay, wait, because I had a hunch earlier. Did she actually kill her husband for the money? Because that's what I thought at the funerals first, but then I was like, yeah, nah, it's not that vibe. Maybe it is. Also, was that the same guy from the flashback at the bar? Because they look very similar. I don't know. But yeah, did she kill her husband for the money? Because it feels like something she would do. Especially the way that Ginny explained it, being like, oh yeah, he was car accident. Well, he had a heart attack and then a car accident. So I'm guessing the heart attack was on purpose. The accident was just bonus. Or maybe I just like my stories dark and twisted, but yeah. The way that she was just like, oh, is she talking to the cops? Sounds like she's expecting for them to check for foul play.
Balcony. Pass a chocolate milkshake, please.
Grotesque.
I mean, if you have that nice of a car, would you actually do that? Because from the color and luxury looking style of this is probably leather. So you don't want to grease it up, I think. And also, I don't understand like why would you put like all the food in the bag? I understand that then they can just go and like grab whatever they want, but couldn't anyone passing by also? And I'm just thinking about birds passing over, either coming to grab a snack or deciding to land one on the food. Yeah, if you can tell, I'm not big on picnics. I don't like eating outside. I will if I have to, but I'm scared of bees in my food, and in a scenario like this, I would be scared of birds. Other than that, the visual is nice for the show, but I don't think it would actually be practical as is. And I probably would have been like, can we just go home instead and maybe do like the picnic in the backyard or in the living room, maybe, but like not like that in the car. Is that something that people actually do? Like, I mean, obviously you can eat in the car, you can grab food and eat in the car, or like if you go to the movie park, you can definitely like have snacks and everything, but to actually purposefully be like, oh yeah, we're gonna eat in the car, that's the activity. Is this something people do? Is it just me that finds it weird? Yeah, I said Black Widow because of the husband things alone or partners. Actually, She gives the vibe of wolf in sheep's clothing. She literally is a force to reckon with, and she's gonna play dumb and bubbly and so on, but every parts of her life are controlled. And I think that's partly why maybe she doesn't like not being in agreement with her daughter, or that her daughter is annoyed at her, because that's one of the few things she can control, and that's not okay with her, I think. I feel like she got so used to playing a role in order to like get out of her situation that now she doesn't even know how to be an actual person anymore, because she went too far into pretending to be somebody she's not, to the point where it became who she is. Does that make sense? What are your thoughts also so far about this episode and this show? Or if you've seen it, how do you like it? Is it worth watching? Because regardless, I think I will, because so far I'm having a great time and I feel like I've watched so much and we're still only in the first episode. So yeah. But yeah, that's really the vibe she's giving me, is wolf in sheep's clothing. That's all. She's pretending and showing a facet of herself. So she's pretending to be a certain way, but then everything runs a lot deeper. And I'm guessing by the time you figure it out, it's too late for you, kind of vibe. I guess we'll see. Well, that's a busy girl. I mean, first kiss, first date, first make out with two guys. Not the make out, but you know what I mean? Like in between two guys, she's had her first date, first kiss, first make out sesh in what, the span of like 2 days? Maybe three max? Girl, you're like, well, that was the first episode. That was fairly good. Honestly, not gonna lie, I really enjoyed that. So, hi, it's just me now. Um, First of all, about the end, I was right. She did get her husband out of the picture. Interesting. And so, yeah. So basically, she's been kind of like climbing up the wealth ladder in a way by going with different men and coming off a bit better every time, until now she got his monies, or is supposed to get it, so she got her own house. So yeah, interesting. I wonder if that's going to be a big part of the plot, in the sense that like in a few episodes, maybe not right away, but a bit later on in the season, are they going to come around to checking with her, being like, oh yeah, he was poisoned? Or if it's really all going to go under, and then she's either going to get her money or not, depending on how much they're trying to break the will and have the money from, I think it was the ex-wife. So yeah, we'll see as we go. Overall, first episode, I was really into it. Well, I still am, but I mean, like, right away I was hooked. It's really good. It's interesting. Anytime that I thought I was like, oh, okay, so that's kind of what it's gonna be, bam, there's more. I'm really excited to see more of that. That's gonna be fun. That's all I've got to say about it. But yeah, I really, really liked it. Um, I love Maxine because, as I said, I think it's just because it's Sourway's class, so hard not to like her. She's such a ray of sunshine. I just love her and she's so cute. But yeah, as Maxine, she's a little intense, but I guess I'll get used to it. Um, Kind of not a big fan of Georgia, but also interested in seeing where that's gonna go, and get to learn more about her. Ginny, I'm on the fence. I like her, but I feel like she said at the end of the episode that now she's starting to like relate to her mother, and I feel that's gonna be most of the direction of the show, where she's gonna be living those years of life where it's about boys and friendships and all of that. So I'm guessing it's going to be 50-50 depending on what choice she's doing here and there, I guess. Joe, I like so far. I don't appreciate that Georgia is already manipulating him. Well, blackmailing him, but same difference in this case. But I like Joe, so I'm hoping we get to see more of him and that there's some kind of character development instead of just being like the restaurant slash farm owner. The mayor, I don't know yet how I feel about him. I'll have to see more of that. And the sibling, like Maxine's brother, I don't like him. And that was a really weird encounter at the end when he just kind of walked in and they went straight to like kissing to making out and all of that. It was weird and uncomfortable. So yeah, it shouldn't be that way. FYI, if you're all that uncomfortable, it's not just because it's your first time and you haven't done anything, it's also because the vibes are off, which it really was not supposed to be that way. But hey, that's my opinion. Other than that, I really liked it and I can't wait to watch more. But yeah, so I'd say first episode, really, really interesting. Let me know what you thought or think of the show. If you've seen it, obviously, please be mindful of me and anybody else that may not have had watched the show with any comments that you may leave. Feel free also to leave any suggestions for other shows or movies, because I would like more movies as well. And we may look at those together at another time. But until then, I'll wish you a very great rest of your day, and I'll see you next time around on the internet. Thank you for watching. Bye.